Communication is a huge challenge. Today, it is a challenge more so than ever before in the face of the digital revolution because of our reliance on mobile devices, text lingo. We may think that we're being efficient by using abbreviations and text messaging, but we're actually inhibiting ourselves from developing an appropriate and actionable communication skill set. For instance, I'm told all the time, Sameer, thank you for picking up the phone and calling, because going back and forth on email or text would have taken way too much time. And that also is a learning point, that you can't rely upon these digital devices when actually interacting with people is going to be the most significant factor for your personal and professional growth. You may have a really strong technical skill set, the next great startup idea, but you're frustrated with the fact that you're not being shortlisted for the job opportunities you're applying to. You're not receiving positive feedback on your pitch. And this has a lot to do with communication. Today, companies and professionals place a premium and value more your ability to communicate than those technical skills. It's much easier to go out there and score high on an exam. In fact, many of the people that are applying have top marks, but your emotional intelligence, your ability to relate to others, to articulate thoughts is ultimately going to be the differentiator. People are going to remember when you're standing up in front of a group of potential investors and you're making a case. How did they feel about the message? Or did it feel like they just memorized some information? And so relating to people, that concept of emotional intelligence where you're able to see and understand somebody else's point of view and listen effectively is going to serve you well in being able to have success in the future for landing that job or moving that startup forward. Communication is more than just the words being spoken or what's written on a piece of paper. The emotion, the diction, and all these other factors for how someone perceives what you're saying ultimately make the difference. If you meet someone and you say, hey, it's really nice to meet you, or hey, it was really nice to meet you, I look forward to continuing the conversation, those give two entirely different feels. It's been said through studies that we communicate 70% through our body language versus the actual words that are being spoken. Are you leaning in and listening? Are you acknowledging when someone is sharing some really private information? Or are you looking around, showing disinterest? Those little small details make a difference in one relationship, one interview, one opportunity to receive funding. So when you communicate with your heart and you're truly present, you're not distracted in your mind, thinking about what's going on in social media, what are you gonna do to get out of this conversation, and you actually lead with your energy, people notice the difference. And that is foundational. So no matter how much time you put into writing the perfect elevator speech to make a first impression, your delivery is going to make the difference. Here are 5 tips to improve your ability to communicate effectively. 1, when you're watching videos and movies online or on social media, English may be your second language. Make sure you turn off the subtitles so your brain is actually working to understand what's being said. Number 2, make sure you learn 5 new words each week. Write them down on a card, keep them with you, practice them, insert them into conversations so that you develop a better vocabulary. Number 3, make sure you spend time in front of the mirror actually practicing what you want to say. I can go back to a time when I was in college at Georgetown University, and I used to spend hours rehearsing my elevator speech so that I wouldn't be nervous. And when I had that one first impression, it made a difference and I was offered the job. Number 4, make sure you're reading quality and writing as well as you can. Watching videos like this one, following what other people are doing, is not going to be nearly as impactful for your skill set unless you actually take the time to read. I even joked today that reading is somewhat innovative. People don't generally pick up books, go through them, underline things that you find to be of value, write out summaries if you read the newspaper every day. The last one, number 5, is take initiative and be proactive. When you meet somebody and you're in a Starbucks line, take the time to ask them about how they're doing today, what's giving them positive energy, and initiate the conversation so that you can apply what you're actually communicating. And when you are working on your laptop, make sure you have spell check, Grammarly active so that you can constantly learn from some of these computer programs that will improve your writing. My name is Sameer Somal. I'm passionate about helping people develop communication skills to achieve their full potential. I hope this video was helpful in sharing some perspective, but also maybe providing you some ideas for you to go back to your own life and improve your ability to communicate. I want this to be a new chapter. You can do it. You just need to start somewhere, and that somewhere is today. Please share your experience and comments below and how you've learned and applied this, and I look forward to learning from all of you.